This exercise is all about feeling our negative feelings and expressing them and then getting rid of them. So I want you to think about whatever negative feelings you have right now. Pick up a color that corresponds to that feeling and just start making lines and patterns and whatever. Let that feeling come out. You know, if you want to write curse words on the paper, you go for it. Notice how I'm holding that marker in such a heavy way, like I'm about to stab something or hammer a piece of nail into a wood. You can make sad faces or angry faces. Just try to express all of your negativity out in this drawing. And now pick up that drawing and just crumple it up. Come on, let's just get rid of it. Crumple it up. I love the sound and the feeling of crumpling paper. Open it back up again and crumple it again. Like really destroy that drawing. Get that energy out. Now start ripping it apart. Start ripping it into shreds. We're just destroying that negativity, that anger, that frustration, that disappointment, that sadness, whatever it is you're struggling with. We're just going to rip it up and destroy it. Release it. Let it go. I'm going to ask you to now grab some colored paper. If you have colored paper, grab some and rip that up. Start ripping that into shreds. If you don't have any construction paper or colored paper around you, get a magazine, something that has color on it, and just start ripping that up. Because you know what? I'm not done with the ripping. I still have more frustration and anger that I want to get rid of. I'm going to grab another piece. I'm going to crumple it. I'm going to rip it up into shreds. Use up all that energy that you've been storing up in your muscles and in your brain and in your heart. Get it all out. That's a lot of frustration, anger. You know what? Actually, I want you to get rid of half of it. Just take it and throw it away. But you know what? We don't get to get rid of all of our negative feelings. Some of it we end up keeping. So I'm going to have you throw away half of your negative, ripped up, shredded up feelings, and I'm going to have you keep half. And now go ahead and grab some glue. It can be glue stick like I'm using here, or it can be Elmer's glue, white glue, up to you, whatever you have available. And I'm going to have you use those ripped up pieces of paper, both the one from the original drawing and the colored paper. And I want you to start collaging it back together. I want you to transform those negative feelings that you just expressed, and I want you to transform it into something that feels healthy or safe or inspirational. You can change those shapes. You can pick up a shape. If it's not the right shape, rip it up some more. Change the shape. Make it what you want it to be. You are not controlled by your negative feelings. You get to choose which feelings you keep. You get to choose what you're going to react to, how you're going to put it back together. How much of it do you want to keep? How much of it are you willing to let go of? As you're doing this part, I really want you to try to change your energy. So be aware of slowing down. Slow yourself down. While you were ripping and drawing heavy and crumpling, you had raised your heart rate and your breathing pattern. And now you're going to calm yourself down. You're going to focus and you're going to slow yourself down. So be aware of what's going on in your body as you do this. Relax your shoulders. In fact, take a deep breath as you're doing this and release it. Try that one more time. Take another deep breath as you're doing the artwork and release it. Do you see how you have the control? You get to make the changes. This is your coping skill. You don't have to be controlled by the negative feelings. You get to see whatever you want to. You get to create whatever you want. Even if there's negative things happening in your life right now, you still get to create whatever you want from that negative space. It's all about our perception. It's all about how we see the world, how we choose to see the world. That's really the only thing we have control over, is our perception of the world. So you can take what you're given and change it. Change it into what you want it to be. The more I'm working on this piece here, the more I want to keep those colors and those shapes. I'm okay with let some of it go, but it's important to keep the negative that happens in our lives, because it really does contribute to who we are, and it gives us an opportunity to learn a new lesson, to become stronger. Once you've got your collage all glued down, you can take some markers or pencils or crayons and you can start drawing on top of that and creating shapes and images as you want them to be. Nothing complicated here. All these shapes are very simple lines. And there you have it. You've completely transformed your emotions. Thank you for sharing that with me.